One may ask himself or herself why there are so many relationship breakdowns among young people today. And this defines why today we are hosting Dr. Isaac, who doubles as a health care executive, also a solutionist. Ladies and gentlemen, do keep it here with us. And our conversation today is going to be centered on marriage and relationship. Dr. Isaac, it's a pleasure having you on
Yes.
Madit Updates.
Yes, please. Madit updates.
Just to start with, growing up, what lessons or stories did your parents and grandparents share with you in regards to, marriage and relationship?
Thank you so much. As you started, there are a lot of issues and a lot of things that are currently and even in the nearing future that are happening and will happen. Yes. Relationships, love, and marriage. These are three different things. Totally different. It's a pleasure that today we've got this wonderful moment to just share a few things that can definitely define what love is, what marriage is, what relationship is. However, way back, as a saying that gone are the days. So in those gone days, these kind of things had a very structured formula that used to be done. And the structured formula, I grew up with my grandma and my grandpa. I got an opportunity to always sit at the fireside. Many stories used to run, and from my mother's side, my grandmother's side, she used to define marriage like tilting a garden together. Tilling a garden together. So, if one sleeps, the other part weeds, or the other part will get weeds, and you again need to either the other one who is active to come and weed your side. To my grandpa's side, he used to tell me, and to tell all of us, because as I've told you, I grew up with grandparents. He used to tell us that as a man, when that time comes to marry, a man doesn't marry a woman. No. Rather, Kiranis marry each other. Isaac Musoga from maybe Ngobi Kiran has got the Kiran as sat and they have seen a beautiful a family building, well disciplined, hard working girl from maybe Veisemutesi. These are Kiranis in Busoga. Veisemutesi Kiran, they have identified her. So Ngobi Kiran marries Veisemutesi Kiran. That was my grandpa's definition of marriage. Likewise, to a girl doesn't marry a man or a boy, but a girl, these are two different families marrying each other. The girl's family marries the boy's family. Likewise, the boy's family marries the girl's family. That was with marriage. That was the kind of structure that marriage used to be. With my mothers and my father, marriage to them had 3 core points. 1 is duty, 2 is respect, then 3 used to be resilience or commitment. With duty, a man will be responsible to meet whatever he's meant to do as a man. Likewise to a woman or a wife. Keeping that submissiveness to your husband, doing all houseworks, seeing that the home setting is really defined as a home because there is a man and a woman, or there is a husband and a wife. Not as today where things have gone astray. So these kind of definition and structures kept families of long ago to keep moving, and to be honest, the village or the community had full involvement and participation in these marriages. For instance, where used to be a family breakdown or an issue, the village or the community would sit and ask them. Do you know what they used to ask themselves? The question would be, where have we failed to do and to meet? But currently, relationships are individualized.
That brings me to my second question, Dr. Isaac.
Yes.
Many young people today are delaying, marriage, and some are choosing to remain single. What could be the real issue?
Delaying of marriage, it's a very bigger thing. I don't know what aspect should we start addressing it. Historically or biblically, marriages were for grown-up people.
Okay.
For example, do you know at what age did Abraham got married?
Are you talking about Abraham in the Bible?
Yes.
Or another
Abraham in the Bible, the father of all believers.
Go ahead and tell the viewer.
Likewise, his son Isaac, he got married at the age of 40 years.
Okay.
And other people. But that was the time of Abraham, the time of Noah, the time of Enoch, the time, like those times of those people we read about the Bible. Then, anciently, marriage as marriage. I want to tell you one important scenario. My great-grandpa told me, during their time, a hoe, a cow, and strong hands could make a man marry a woman, or could make marriage go on, whereby the dowry prices was just a hoe, a hand hoe, you know it, and a cow. Not to this era whereby a young man who has just graduated from school, has not gotten a job, is just trying to struggle to see how ends meet. He thinks of getting married and starts building his family from there when he's still energetic. But you find the dowry prices are indeed exaggerated, whereby a family will ask, we need 20 millions, we need 10 cows, we need sofa sets, I need 4 hybrid cattle, a lot of things. When you look at that, even the wedding arrangements currently, they are too expensive. Can you imagine finding decoration, just decoration, of 20 millions, 50 millions? Requesting a church to be part of your wedding, they ask you 2 millions, 5 millions. So these kind of things have actually kept young men being single. And this, all what I've been telling you, in comparison with what used to happen anciently and what is happening in the modern era we are in, one of the reasons why young men have decided not to rush for marriage is fear. Currently, we've seen many marriages breaking down in the name of divorce. Many children and many people have been raised by single parents.
Kindly let me step in a little bit. According to your professional experience,
Yes.
regarding these relationship breakdowns, do you believe men or women contribute more to these challenges, or it is a shared responsibility?
Now, breakdown of families or marriages, it is not man's fault or woman's fault. Neither a wife's mistake or a husband's mistake. Why? A single man who is out there, you will not hear incidences of him having, or his family having got broken, or relationship has ended. No. Why? Marriage is between two people. Long ago, marriage was built on how responsibilities, duties, and marriage aspects are built to see that a family does not have these kind of issues. To be straight, it is neither a woman's mistake or a man's mistake for a marriage breakdown. But if a family like my family, though I haven't gotten, like my family, we get issues between me and my wife and we fail to resolve them, of course it will end in separation. So it is just because we've failed to teach, that is one. We've failed to provide mentorship, that is two. We've failed to have training sessions on one, commitment. Young boys and girls are going into relationship with their back teachings of sex education in schools, but not them sitting into a class of commitment, because marriage is commitment. Marriage is commitment, that is one. Two, marriage as marriage is shared responsibilities. And in that, we don't need to blame a man or a woman, but we should have had sessions that can make these people understand the term commitment before they go to marriage. We should consider marriage as not just a feeling, but marriage should be defined as a class where a boy and a girl, or a woman and a man, have to attend fully, not even to miss any single lecture. So, in that regard, I don't think it is a man or a woman's blame, but it is a joint thing. For example, if a house breaks or a house fails today, like this building here behind us, if it happened to collapse, we shall not start like maybe it was the left wing or the weakness of the right wing. But we have not to think that way, but rather we have to think who will rebuild it. So, marriage is all about who has accepted to be wrong, who has taken an initiative to apologize, who is ready to repair. If these kind of incidences are to be taken in that way, we shall not have issues to do with marriage breakdowns or marriage breakups. Way back with our aunties, when these kind of things used to come in, the aunties, the uncles, and other elders of the family in the clan would definitely walk in. But currently, I get my girlfriend or boyfriend, or I get the one I think that are Rumale, either on TikTok or WhatsApp. This is the digital era. Or we've met at our workplace and we end up starting a family. No, that's not the issue. Other people, the young men, are looking at professionalism, career path, not looking at how best can we build this together.
Dr. Isaac, we understand that relationships can be stressful and emotionally demanding. Being a solutionist, what practical advice would you give to someone who is in the state of stress right now, and how can they overcome arising challenges in marriage?
The rising challenges in marriage have got practical solutions. The practical solutions are as below. One, my father told me that, Isaac, you're now growing up, and one day, one time, you will happen to have a family. My son, few parents get time to sit with their children during this era, but I have these 2, 3, 4 things that has kept relationships and marriages since the time of our great grandparents. He was referring to his great grandparents. One, in your era you in, have this as a 24-hour rule. He started like that. Observing a 24-hour rule is a very fundamental principle and an understanding practical solution to all marriage breakups. Why? If there is any triggering issue or challenge amongst the family or amongst the two people, if I've wronged you today and annoyed you today as my partner, take your time to react, because reacting and acting in the first 10 minutes or first hour will always come with these science terms. The term which is within our human setting or within our anatomy. It is a defensive mechanism of the human body. The fight, fright, and fly. So, in instances where someone has annoyed you, you'll start with shouting, abusing, breaking even things that are not part of the annoyance. So, there is nothing that can be solved with hunger. So, the 24-hour rule goes, if you are annoyed today, don't react instantly. Or if you are annoyed now, don't react instantly. Take your time, prepare your husband's best dish, prepare the home, do everything as your daily routine, and at a later time, maybe tomorrow or late in the evening in your bedroom, you be like, darling, there is this and this you did, but I wasn't happy with it. How would you dare do this to me, your wife? Likewise to a man, if you've got some things that are switched you off, please don't react instantly, cause it will bring to destruction and even breakdown of other things, which may either take you into other losses. But as a man, meet whatever you have to meet as per your responsibilities. Provide everything you meant to provide as a father, as a husband in the family. And after a day or after good time, sit with your wife. Tell her, sweetheart, there are these things you normally do and I'm not pleased with them. With that kind of solution, I would tell you other practical things, as in principles that can keep marriage and you don't get issues of breakups. But that is one. 2, respect. This kind of respect is in line with God-fearing. Have a family that is God-fearing. A family that is God-fearing, the moment a man and a woman has God in him, likewise has God in him and has God in her, you'll find that there are special moments a woman or a husband, a wife holds the husband's hands, they bow down and pray to God. It is very hard for that kind of family where a woman or a wife holds the husband's hands and they all lift their prayer to Almighty. You will not hear issues of, you stupid, you what. No, you will not hear them. It is a God-fearing family. Respect in that line. God from day one commands a woman to be submissive to her husband. Likewise, a man to love his wife. That is that from that angle. Another practical issue is every young couple, those who are in courtship, those who are planning weddings or introduction this very month and next month and even the coming months, have this with you. You should at least get 2 people, elders, not to fall you up, but to walk with you the journey of marriage. Why do I talk of 2 elders? These are experienced people. They know this can happen and this is how we solve it. This will lack, but this is how we fix it. This will miss, but this is how we hold this. So these 2 people are to guide you in this marriage journey. But nowadays you find a young man like me, I'm the one acting as the best man on my friend's wedding. You'll find a young girl likewise acting as they call them the matron. on the girl's side. These are totally wrong. You need to get people who find the act as witnesses, but you need to choose people who will walk this marriage journey with you. In case of anything, before you go to courts of law, before you go to police, before you go to neighbors, before you go to workmates telling them, you know that now my husband is this and this, you know, now my wife has started doing this and this. No. These are the two people you first contact. Please, Papa, it is me, Isaac. We have moved a very good journey with my wife. But I have this, I've noticed this, I've seen this, I've seen this. I'm calling for your guidance. Likewise, your wife. Yes, Aunt so and so. I'm your daughter, I'm your this and this. The one you were with during this kind of marriage arrangement. Please, I had taken long without reaching to you. We've been okay for the time since the time we left, but I've noticed this with my husband. He no longer eats whatever I cook and I prepare for him at home. Yet I've been mastering his best dishes and all that. But nowadays he comes, goes back to bed. Even saying a word of hello or how are you, it doesn't come. This is now a month time we are in this. He wakes up, bathes, irons himself, even the things that I've ironed and prepared for him as he goes to work. He's ignoring everything. Kindly, auntie, or whatever title you call her, please, I need your guidance and help. That kind of marriage, my dear, you will not find issues of breakups.
Doctor,
people are restoring one more other point.
it's okay.
People have left all these basic and fundamental things that used to help families of long ago. They have switched to online apps. They are online singers.
Okay.
They are online coaches.
So these are people that they seek advice from.
Yeah, they run for advice from there. Someone has got some misunderstanding with the husband. Senga fight. Sorry to mention people's names. Or Senga so and so. Goes, watches all those contradictory things that are not even practical. One thing I want to tell you people out there who have taken social media as a court that can address your family issues. This is totally wrong. Why? These so-called singers and uncles, these are family failures. They have failed with families. The singer is not a wife to any man. The uncle is not, the koja is not a husband to any woman outside there. They are single people. They are one of the single mothers and fathers. After getting whatever disorganized their marriages, they are now taking to be senior advisors of marriage and relationships. That is wrong.
So you believe they are the one causing relationship breakups?
Absolutely. Because as that so-called singer will misguide you, will mislead you, and will not talk to your husband, will not talk to your wife to find out why is this person doing these particular things to you. Why? And if so, how best can we harmonize and do away with such things? You get? In the other things we were talking about, one of the practical ways of avoiding marriage breakups, there is what we call a timely check-in. That timely check-in is a wonderful moment of you and your husband. It can be like 30 minutes or an hour. Share a plate together, and without a phone, without a TV, without a radio, without a computer to distract you and ask your wife, yes darling, how are you these days? How have you been? Please sweetheart, how best can I love you more than yesterday? You'll find things getting in line. So that's what I can talk about that.
Dr. Isaac,
Yes.
With the increasing cases of, relationship breakups among young people, how best do you think the government of Uganda,
Yes.
educational institutions, and religious leaders can step in, to promote and support healthy relationships among young people?
Wow. This question, it's a national concern. So we should all stand up and talk about it. One, families should raise and grow or support and guide boys and girls on what marriage is. This kind of role is played by the parents. So parents out there, please talk to your boys, talk to your girls, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters on how marriage is. Schools and institutions should scrap, sorry to use that word, but should scrap sex education, because that is what is there. Should get ways of not looking at how are these learners passing PLE, UCE, USE, but should think and strategize of having commitment classes, relationship classes, should have budget and planning classes as a wife, teaching these learners how do you budget, how do you plan as a wife and as a husband. Still, let these institutions teach more about what are the core values of marriage. Marriage should not be seen as just a source of entertainment, should not be taken as fun, but institutions should have that streamlined arrangements of them teaching these people to know what marriage is. Long ago, how was marriage being practiced, and how has those practice, how did this practice help those families of long ago? That is with family and school. Then the family, why should I go back to family? A family should not let TikTok, I'm not telling you people to throw away the phones, no. We should use phones to make research, see how things used to be and other things. And even those getting that leisure time, you can watch a movie, you can listen to music with your phones. But let parents in the family not leave children to grow with TikTok, WhatsApp, and online mentors. Let them take the sole responsibility of mentoring their daughters, their sons, to make them future husbands and wife. And responsibility starts with you, the father, and you, the mother, together with the aunties and the uncles. So, to government, we need to have training sessions, either on health centers whereby there are those special topics in regards or in line with family affairs and marriage. During our health talks in health centers and hospitals, and likewise during our continuous medical education in hospitals and health facilities, we talk of how diseases are spread, how are they controlled, or if you get, how best can you get treatment, how do you do the treatment, how do you prevent them, if you're on treatment, what do you do? Likewise, should government think of having these kind of sessions to talk to these young girls and boys, to continue talk to those married people. There are young families that are coming in for antenatals. It can be a good topic under antenatal. When these people have come for antenatal visit, let the Musao or let any other person come out and have a well-designed topic on things that are happening in the family. Why should they think of only illnesses and diseases?